Scrapbook Generation sketch that I'm going to be using. And I will not be using those size photos. I really wanted to show you in this video how you can take a sketch and not necessarily cut all of the photos down the way that it is described and still get a very great layout. All of these photos are 4x6. I actually think that the true digital photos, so they're 4x5 3/4 or something like that. So I went ahead and cut down my 3 photos on the far right hand side to a 3.5 by 3.5. Now the sketch calls for it to be a 2x2, but I just didn't want to cut my photos down that much because I felt like I was going to cut out a lot of the details. I did follow the background pretty closely in cutting out the 12 by 12 sheet of paper, that cream with the blue and yellow diamonds on it. I think that's probably one of my favorite techniques to do, is to take a full 12 by 12 sheet of paper and cut it down by something. And in this case, I cut it down by 3 inches, put 3 inches on the left side and then the rest of the 9 inches on the right hand side. And that's a really popular thing that Scrapbook Generation does in a lot of their sketches. And I just think that it is a great way to really showcase a sheet of paper that you may like a lot or you think works really well with your layout. I will post a link to this sketch from Scrapbook Generations. The great thing about Scrapbook Generation sketches is that all of their measurements are included in their sketches. They have tons of free sketches on their website, and then they also have sketches to purchase. And I have both their free sketches and their paid content, and I love all of the sketches that I got. I usually tend to wait until some type of holiday. Last year, I think on National Scrapbook Day, I picked up a bunch of sketches because they had a ton of them on sale, and they are digital formats so that you can print them out, or you can do like I do. I have all of my sketches on Google Drive, so I just pull them up on my iPad, and that way I feel like I have all of my sketches quickly available to me, and I'm not taking up space by printing them out. I did decide to mount those 2 photos on the left on one piece of pattern paper. I felt like it just needed something to pop off the background. By mounting them together, it gave it a little more definition against that very busy background paper. I went ahead and put all of the other photos flat down, and I put that 2 photos that I put together up on pop dots, and I think that it really helped. If you notice that the sketch also calls for a 2x2 photo on the left hand side, and I went ahead and left my photo at this at a larger size, which was 4x4. So by looking at this sketch, I do have a lot less white space than the sketch calls for, but I feel like it really focuses on my photos, and I feel like that's what I'm scrapbooking. I want my photos to be the center stage. I want them to be the most important thing that you see on a layout. I know that there are lots of folks out there who are in the scrapbooking world. They scrapbook because it is a creative outlet for them, and it is definitely that for me, but I feel like my photos are kind of more important than the art aspect of it. I love all of those layouts that I can see with the different artistic ability. It's just not what I want in my personal scrapbooks. I went ahead and pulled out my embellishment book and added a few things that I might need for this layout. I got a couple of the Echo Park grab bags. I think I've gotten 2 of them, and these rosettes were so prominent in them, and I don't think that people realize the versatility that these rosettes have. This rosette was from a baby line, but I've come to realize that a lot of Echo Park paper follows the same color guidelines. So even though that this was a baby rosette and there was a baby item in the middle of it, I just used a circle from the sticker sheet of a star, and it completely transformed that rosette and made it work for my layout. If you got a lot of those rosettes in the Echo Park mystery boxes, I encourage you to go ahead and use them and just add something to the top of it to work with your layout. I decided to go ahead and put them in my different Echo Park collection kits in colors that I thought would match. So for this baby one, it had a lot of the navy blues and then also that teal color that's in the left-hand side of the layout. And so I went ahead and added those rosettes, and I've used them quite a bit on the layouts, just adding that extra sticker to the top of it and covering up that baby piece. I do decide to add a little interstate sticker. I thought that that was super cute, and added something to these pictures of Jackson on this like motorcycle. And my title is Need for Speed, so I have the chipboard pieces for the word need, and then some flat stickers for the word for, and then some red foam puffy stickers for the word speed. I end up adding a few enamel dots around the layout, and that is it for me. Here is my final layout, as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that's all you're going to get on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.